Hi, welcome to Chi Yoga. Today, I'm in the most beautiful location I could find with a river, birds, and some lovely scenery. And it's hot today, the sun's up. So, what a wonderful day to practice clarity. The whole idea for clarity is when our minds get a little worked up, a little crazy, we get a kind of feeling of brain fog and we're just unable to figure things out. So today we're going to take this opportunity to work through that and find some space in our minds, in our bodies, and in our hearts, right? Find things that actually clear things up, first of all, and then we figure the rest out. So what we're going to do is we're going to work into the body, add a few Shaolin Qigong movements, which are really cool, but also a bit challenging. It'll be something very interesting for you and for me as well to kind of work through, and let's see how it feels by the end of it, and let's see where the mind decides to come back home. So before we get started, let's take a moment. Let's just find our breath, So take your hands, one hand on your stomach, and the other hand just on top of it. Close your eyes if it's in your practice. Sit up straight to whatever feels okay for you. And feel your breath in your hands. Feel your breath in your hands. Not doing anything more than you need to. Not trying, not pushing, not pulling. Just being. Just being. Feel the stomach expand, feel the diaphragm move as you inhale and exhale. The mind sometimes is like fire, it's all over the place, it's burning, it's dancing. But what if we bring it down and calm it down like water? Like a beautiful still lake, like the one behind me. It's calm, pristine. And what if we practice bringing our thoughts into a space of calmness, stillness? Suddenly the ripples are not a problem anymore. Waves turn into ripples, and ripples blow with the winds, or the wind blows the ripples through the water, the other way around. Take a moment just to find you. Take a moment to come back home, recenter, reach out your maps, reach out your coast. All right, open your eyes and let's get started. So first let's wake up the legs. So I'm sweating quite a bit because it's hot today, and I hope the heat starts building up with you as well. So what we're gonna do is let's wake up the bottoms of the feet. If you can sit down all the way, fantastic. If you can't, totally all right. What I like to do is I like to sit all the way back, lean forward, sit on the toes, and then sit back up. Sit down, let the toes go flat, sit on the toes, come back, put the toes down, sit up. So just do that a few times, see how that feels. In case you're all the way up here, no stress, you don't have to go down, and just be on your knees, plant your toes, open the toes. Plant the toes, open the toes. So it's your practice. Whatever feels okay today, move to a space that works for you. The whole idea is we're just waking up the feet, waking up the legs, and seeing how that feels. So when that feels all right, do it one last time. Spread the toes. Make sure that there's a little bit of space. Move it around. Maybe take your knees a little forward. Sometimes we don't really work into these spaces because the toes do so much to hold us up. And it's kind of like the roots of the tree. So unless we can grow upward, we first have to be able to find a grounding. So that's what we're working towards. So finding a grounding is the most important thing at this moment. All right. So if that feels okay, tuck the toes. Actually, untuck the toes. stand back up and see how your legs feel. Maybe your roots are alive for the first time in a long time. Your legs feel nice and grounded, feel nice and loose. All right, so let's do a little bit of a side angle stretch-ish. So what I like to do is just turn my right leg forward to the right, place my right hand on my right leg. Don't worry about aesthetic. Take your left hand up, but this time turn your chest to the sky and then roll down. So imagine you're skimming the ground as you move to the opposite side. Left hand goes to your left thigh, and your right hand goes up to the sky, and your chest opens up to the sky. Your right hand skims the ground. You turn over to your right, and the same thing. The left chest opens up to the sky. Feel something new in your side body, and come down. So let's move with the breath. So inhale as you open, look up to the sky. Exhale, let your hand drag on the ground, and your left side chest opens up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, drag it down. Maybe one more time each side. So inhale, open up. Exhale, move to the opposite side. Inhale. Notice if you have a bit more space every time you do this. Exhale, move to the opposite side. Notice if you have more space in your right side body. And that's about it. So inhale, take your hands all the way up. Squeeze your bum and take a bit of a back bend. Exhale, keeping your legs straight, your back straight. You come all the way down into a forward fold. You can be halfway if you feel your back is a little stressed. Don't worry about it. Just go to whatever degree feels okay. You can always keep the knees a bit bent, or you can straighten it. It's all good. If you want, you can come over to your right side. Take a bit of a moving stretch. So just move into it, waking up the hamstring. Lean over to your left side. Move into it. Find something nice. Something nice to work with. And come forward. Take the deepest stretch possible. And roll up. Oh, that feels good. All right. So, notice how your body feels. If you need to adjust your mat, now is a good time. All right. So now we're going to do something a little different. So there's, if you take your palms, you can take your legs out to whatever degree feels okay. You can take your hands, and as you join your palms, you feel the centers of the palms. So if you squeeze your hands in a little bit, you feel the muscles waking up. So this center is supposed to be one of the key points in acupressure, and it's connected to the heart, and there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. However, today we're going to work into that. So as you take a prayer pose, you're going to move your hands and create like a bit of friction. So then we're going to move into something related to Tai Chi, which I'll show you in just a second. So just notice what that feels like. So you're adding a bit of rotation and a bit of heat that you start noticing building in the hands. So you just move side to side and maybe add a little bit of a sway to each side. So as the hands go to your left or to your right, you sway your hips to the opposite side. So it's a very nice, gentle way of adding mobility into your movements, adding a bit of stretch. And notice every time you do that, you get a little deep. So now try to take the hands a bit further away. A little further away every time you do this. Pushing into your opposite foot. So if I'm moving to my left, I'm pushing down my right foot. If I'm moving to my right, I'm pushing down my left foot. And notice when you do that, you can suddenly move much more. So you notice the hands are twisting and turning. The shoulders are twisting and turning. Notice how that feels. Notice if we can go a little deeper. These are all these really cool Shaolin stretches, which I enjoy quite a bit because they let the body take its time to open up. And also looks really cool when you're doing it. So come down this time to maybe your left side and hold for a second. Maybe press the hands out as far as you can. Feel that stretch in your body. And then come onto your right side and the same thing. Push the hands out. Feel the stretch. Feel the length. And come back up. Take your hands up, inhale. Exhale, float back down. Take a second. You can place your hands down. You can take your hands behind you for a deeper stretch. If you want to move side to side, walk into it. It's your practice. Whatever calls out to you today in this moment. Then bring the legs back. Shake it out. Just take a moment to notice how that felt. Notice the heat building in your body. Notice if your heartbeat is a bit on the higher side. Just with this few movements. We do so much clarity building within yourself, in the body, before we build up into the mind. All right, perfect. So let's move on to the next. So from here, we're going to move into something called grasping the bird's tail or the sparrow's tail. It's a beautiful move from Tai Chi where you're using it to push into someone's chest. It's kind of like an attack maneuver. If you're in a battle, you want to, create some space and move the person away from you before doing something else. So it looks kind of cool and it feels really cool. So we're basically going to start with our prayer, hands in prayer, a bit of a horse stance, why not? And your legs wide. And we turn the hand, so I'm moving to my right, so your right hand moves down, left hand moves up. You go into the same position we just worked on. And as you lean forward, the hands turn the opposite way. My leg turns out, and I push forward. All right? Let's try again to the other side. So I'm going to my left. So I come back to the center. My hands turn as I sink down to the left, and then I push forward. So the idea is that it looks like a bird when you hold the hands together. And as you push, you're sending the back of the palm out. So you're using your foot to push, and you're pushing the back of the palm out. So that's how it's going to work. So let's just experiment. We'll try again. It doesn't have to be perfect. There's no such thing. We're just playing around. I know I don't have the best form right now, but that's all what we're aiming for. We're trying to combine these movements and find something cool, find something to do with it. So, all right, so come back. We'll play around a little bit. So I'm moving to my right side. So my hands go down, and then I push away, and then I push the opposite side. And I turn and I push one way, and I push the other way. You notice my hands are still twisting and turning. That's creating a bit of space in my wrists and my elbows and my shoulders. And just moving into it. All right. Let that go. Take it easy. It'll all make sense when we put all the puzzle pieces together. So now let's work on to the feet, which is one of the last elements, but this is going to be the challenging one because there's a bit of a footwork and a little bit of a dance move you got to do. So, just that. So, when you're standing, you're going to, so I'm going to lift my right foot. I'm going to come on my left foot. I'm going to turn my right foot into an L. So, if my left foot is down, my right foot comes out this way. All right? I come into an L, and I turn to my right side. I'll show it to you from the side. So my right foot turns to an L. I turn to my right side, and I touch my left knee to my right calf. And then go down. I'll come back, take my left leg up, take in an L, and I turn like that. This is a lovely, beautiful exercise if you have knee pain. If you have any kind of stability issues, this really works into it because you're walking into dynamic new spaces, which maybe you never do normally. So I take my right leg. You don't have to take it too far. It's all up to you, however feels comfortable. Just be careful. Whatever works for you is the right way. I turn down. I come back up. My left leg lifts, turns into an L. And I come back down. Right leg lifts, turns, come back up. Left leg lifts, turn, come back up. Right leg lifts, turns, come back up. Left leg turns, lifts, and you come up. Eventually we'll do something additional with the hands, which we'll add in later, not too much. Anyway, so that's just a motion. Don't worry. If you didn't get it, you'll get an opportunity to figure it out. Let's just wake up the spine. One of the last things to do. So I like to drop my chest forward. My chin goes in the front. My hips go back. And casually drop my head and then roll up. So I drop my head, chin forward, and casually come up. No big deal, just rolling into the spine. Adding a bit of mobility, adding a bit of space, adding a bit of flow. So, my chin goes forward, my bum goes back, and then I tuck my chin, and I roll up. Chin goes forward, bum goes back, and I roll up. It's extremely chill, extremely casual, extremely easy. Extremely easy. That doesn't sound good, but you understand what I mean. So if that feels all right, come back up. Notice how that feels. Notice how that feels in your spine. If you have any stuck up tension and kind of pain, maybe that's starting to free up. All right. So, and one of the last movements that we're going to do, which is going to tie everything together, is a bit of a weave with our feet and our spine. So I'm going to take my right leg forward into kind of like, actually I'll do it this side. So you can see I'm taking my left leg forward, my right leg goes back, and I lean forward into kind of like a runner's lunge, and then I straighten my left leg, I come back, and then I lean forward into a runner's lunge, I come back, and that's the flow. Now if you want, you can add your spine into the element. So that same movement that we did where we're flowing into our spine, rolling. If you want to add your hands into it, you can push and come back. It's just balance is a nice game to play. Push and come back. Push and come back. So feel the fluidity in the hands. Feel the fluidity in the leg. Again, no right, no wrong. Just a matter on how it feels today. All right, we'll switch sides, change, stand on your heels, and change sides. Let me just do my mat is running waiting, so let me just get that. All right, so I'm going to change. My right leg is forward, my left leg is back, and the same movements. So I bend the left leg, straighten the right, lean forward, bend the left, straighten the right, lean forward, come back, lean forward, and come back. Now adding the hands and the spine into the equation. Feel that fluidity. Feel that sense of ease. Feel like you're pushing anything negative away. Anything that doesn't serve you. Freeing up the lower back. Freeing up the upper back. The hands are not going to be put on the ground today, so just feel them move and let them go. And that's it. And that feels all right. Come back up and take it easy. Finally, have a seat for a second. Come down. Take the moment. I know that was a lot on the legs if you're not used to that movement. So acknowledge it. It's all part of the game. Right now, I'm on uneven grass, so it makes it a little more difficult for me. But hopefully you're at home and you have a flat surface and it's all good. So just take a moment, find your breath. Let's come back. Hands under your navel. Notice your heartbeat. Notice the warmth in your body. Notice the wind on your skin. If you're outdoors, the sun on your face. Notice the sweat dripping. Notice every small little bit that is part of this experience that we call life in the storms. The small things in life are what gives us clarity sometimes, because we lose our way thinking of the biggest possible things, searching, running, chasing. But sometimes just the sound of our breath, the sound of a bird, the smell of the grass, that puts things into perspective. Feel your breath just for a moment more. Just for a moment. And come back. Let's put all these puzzle pieces together. Why don't you stand up with me and let's see how things work out. So you've done every little bit in piece. And now it's time to find clarity between all of them. I purposely put one of the exercises in between. That's supposed to be to the end. Let's see if you figure that out. And it was kind of to give you a challenge to kind of, not have it that easy. So, all right. So we come back to the center. How we started. You come into a horse stance. Notice if you have a bit more space as you sink into your horse stance. Your hands are in a prayer pose. Join to the center. And your hands are pushing down. I'm going to move to the right side. So if you remember, we turn the hands into the buds. We turn our hands inside. And then I'm going to move to the left. I'm going to turn my hands. I'm going to push away as I come into a lunge. Then I come back. I bend my right foot, straighten my left, and I push everything away in front of me. Then I take my right foot up. Right? My right hand goes up and my left hand goes down. And I defend. And I gently find my balance. Then I step back into my track. I'm going to try this again on my right side. So as I move to the right, I turn my hands in. I sink in. As I come to the left, I turn into a lunge. I push forward. Then I come back, straightening my left leg, bending my right. And then using the spine to push all the way out. Take my right leg up. Turn it into an L. Take my left hand going down and my right hand goes up, blocking anyone attacking me from behind. Taking my leg back and lifting it up, slowly placing it down and coming back into my horse stance with the pyramid. Now I'm going to move to my left. So as I move to my left, my right hand goes down, my left fingers go up, creating the heat in the palm, and then I push away, pushing away. I come back into my lunge. My right leg straightens, my left leg kind of bends. Then rolling into the spine, pushing the energy away. I step forward, lifting up my left foot, placing it in an L shape in front of my right hand goes up, my left hand goes down, defending anything behind me. And then I come back up, I step down into my prayer, and have a seat. We'll do that one more time. We'll go through that entire flow one more time, and up with a little bit of pace. Before we do that, take a moment, have a seat. Now, what I like to do to kind of recenter for a second is take my hands into a reverse plep, into a reverse prayer, and pull my elbows out so my chest is nice and upright. And have a seat. So as my chest is pulling back, the back of my head pulls up to the sky, and gently I drop my head to the left side. I give it a bit of a roll as I inhale. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale as I roll back. Exhale, roll forward. So now the body's warm, like blacksmith himself. The metal, before trying to change it. And then to the other side as well. To your right, inhale as you roll back. Exhale as you roll forward. So we need warmth in the steel, in the iron, in any metal to give it the capability to change. So it's the same thing with the body. Before we try to stretch and move and change things, we can let it go. Before we try and move, change, do anything, we need to add some heat. We need to create some stress. We have to create something that's challenging. And this is why we're here. So this entire flow, as you can see, it's got a lot of counter elements. The whole idea is, instead of fighting people, we are fighting our own thoughts. We are fighting our own mind. We are fighting, not in a negative way, but in a positive way. We are fighting the brain fog, for the lack of words that's coming out to me. I think I'm still working on that clarity. So let's get to it. We're going to hit that flow one more time. You know it. You've been through it. And it's just going to come naturally. I can feel it. So why don't you join me? Let's stand up. Let's get to it. Find yourself in a nice, long, wide horse stance. Hands in prayer. Notice you can go a bit deeper. Trust yourself. You got this. You've been working on this with me, and I know this is wild, but you got this. We're going to do this flow maybe 2 times each side. Let's see. Let's see how it... So I'm going to move to my right. Hopefully you are too. So as I move to my right, I'm going to sink into my right. My right hand is turning down. My left hand is turning up. I stretch. Then my hands turn. The right hand turns in, left hand turns out. And I push as I'm in my lunge. And then I come back, bending my right foot, straightening my left. All into the spine as you exhale. And then you step forward, lifting your right foot, taking it in an L shape in front of your left. And your left hand goes down, your right hand goes up. As you defend it, you look really kung fu and cool. And then you come back, lift your right leg up, take it all the way out, take your hands up, inhale. Exhale, sit back down into your horse stance. I'm going to move to my left, so take a deep inhale. Exhale, your right hand goes down. Right hand goes up, left hand goes down. Exhale as you switch the hands and you push away into your lunge. Inhale as you straighten your front right foot. Exhale as you push the energy away. Inhale as you come back up, lifting your left foot, taking it into an L. Exhale as you defend and you look behind you. Inhale, you lift up your left foot, you take it to where you found it. Exhale, sink back down. Find your horse stance. We're going to move to the right. So inhale, your right hand turns as you sink into your right foot. Exhale, push out. Form your lunge. Push any energy you don't need. Inhale, pull it back to you. Exhale, push it back up. Inhale, lean forward. Take your right foot, take it in the L. Descend, take it a little further if that feels okay. And exhale, defend anything that you don't need that's behind you. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, take it all the way back to where you found it. And sit back down. Take a moment. So inhale in your hot stance. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale, exhale. As you push all the way out. Inhale, straighten the foot. Exhale, push anything you don't need. All the energy away your front. Inhale, lift your left foot. Take an L shape. Exhale, defend anything that's behind you. Inhale, lifting your left leg up. And then taking it down. Inhale, take hands up. Exhale, sit back down. All right, bonus round. This is it. You got this. You're a Shaolin warrior. You can handle it. I know you can. We got this. Sink into it. Find your deepest horse stance. You got this time at pace. So we're going to move to our right. So inhale, turn into your right side. Sink as low as you can. Take your right hand out as much as you can. Exhale, push, fight, push, then enjoy. Inhale, straighten the front left foot. Exhale, pull with your spine, pushing everything up. Inhale, lean forward, take your right leg up into an L. Exhale, defend the space behind you, conserving your energy. Inhale, take your right foot to where you found it. Exhale, take your hands up. Inhale, bring it back in. Take a moment. Exhale. Inhale, get ready to move to your left. Exhale, push your hands out. Find your deepest lunge. Exhale, move to your opposite side, pushing the energy away. Inhale, straighten your front right foot. Exhale, all into your spine. Push everything away. Inhale, lift your left foot up to the sky. Take your left foot in an L. Take your right hand up, left hand down. And defend, protecting your energy, protecting yourself. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Take it back to where you found it. Exhale, reach all the way up to the sky. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, sink back down to your heart stance. Stay here for just a moment. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Straighten out the legs. Move around. Move around. That is crazy. Have a seat. Have a seat. How did that feel? That was pretty intense. We'll end with pigeon pose, but we'll do it a little bit differently. So I'm going to take my left leg forward. Pigeon pose is really simple if you've been doing yoga. If you haven't, I take my left knee to the left side of the mat. My right leg goes all the way back. And this doesn't have to be, your left leg doesn't have to come all the way straight. Like my hips are tight, so I'm at an angle. So you can be too, just find the degree that works for you. Whatever feels all right. And what we're going to do is we're going to look over the left foot, look at our right foot, and then come back. So lean down, look, and then lean forward. Giving it a nice little stretch with the hips because we worked a lot into the legs today. Now we're strolling, moving and gearing. If you notice what you just did, there was a lot of attacking, a lot of defending. So the idea for this practice is we conserve energy. We protect ourselves. We protect our minds. We protect our body. The one way that we feel secure in our minds is when we are physically capable, when we feel that we are not necessarily in control, but when we are capable to handle anything that life throws our way, physically as well, and that in turn helps us mentally. If that feels okay, switch over to the opposite side. I'm turning, you don't have to. So take your right leg forward. Same thing, mind your opinion. Take your left leg back. I'm just rolling into it. Not looking for a very deep stretch. Just keeping the movements nice and easy. So like I was saying, when you feel capable, when you feel a sense of ease in your movement, along with strength, along with a sense of being capable of handling pretty much anything, that's when the mind clears up. At least for me, that's what I've noticed. My mind gets calm, mind finds a sense of ease, and it all starts with the body. And that feels all right. Have a seat, just like how we started, just like how we stand. Coming all around full circle, take your hands under your belly, under your navel. Close your eyes. Notice how you feel. You move through so many new flows and movements. A lot of it coming from Shaolin Qigong, a lot of it from Tai Chi, a lot of it from Kung Fu. How do you feel? How do you feel in this moment tonight? Where is your mind? Do you feel capable with a sense of ease? Baby, can you feel your breath in this moment? Can you feel a sense of clarity within your mind, within your heart, within your body? Wherever you are, take a deep inhale. And a long exhale. Let it go. Hello. That was fun. I hope you had a good time. A lot of elements were technical, a lot of elements were new, a lot of elements were something that you may have never done before, but I'm sure you must have seen it in one of the Kung Fu movies at some point in your life. So today you are a warrior monk. Today you crushed it. Take that sense of clarity, take that sense of ease, take that sense of strength to the rest of your day. And you can always come back to this practice anytime you need some mental clarity. Yeah. Thank you so much for practicing with me. My name is Varun. Have a wonderful day. Peace.